Hi guys, welcome in. Welcome. Happy Wednesday evening to you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me as we play with chalk. I cannot wait to do this project. I've been looking forward to this all week long. I said last week that I was going to play with color, and that's what we're going to do. So I hope that you guys have all had a good week. I hope that you're ready to play and have some fun with chalk, just like I am. There we go. There's our notifications going out. I'm going to adjust things just a little bit. There we go. Hello. As you come in, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. What crafty goodness do you have going on this week? Do you have a project that you're working on, something you're thinking about doing, or are you knee-deep in all of your supplies like I always am? I am such a messy crafter, but isn't that what makes it fun, right? So much fun. Welcome. Hi, thanks for joining. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. All right, so last week I did an unboxing. We talked about colors a little bit. In this array of colors right here, I have one brand new color. And so let me straighten things up just a little bit. I see they're a little wobbly. I have one brand new color, so we're going to go through what the colors are and just kind of talk about them real quick, and then we're going to do a project. So first off, I have Marvelous, and it is definitely a little bit on the purple side of things, as you would expect it to be. So let me bring it up here to the camera like so you can see that little bit of color. And then next up, we have the Peony, and I'm going to put those next to each other so you can see the difference in those two colors. The Peony is almost like a baby pink. It's kind of bubblegum, but not dark at all. Love that. This one is Peachy. Let's see, get the glare off of it. This one is Peachy, and next to Peachy, I have Guava. And so Guava is like the vibrant peach color. There we go. And then next up, this is the brand new Grapefruit. This is Pink Grapefruit. So pretty. And here it is next to Couture Coral. So you can see the difference in those two. I think it's picking it up okay on camera. It's not as much as I would like it to be. And then somebody asked me about raspberry, so I have raspberry sorbet down here on the end. Raspberry sorbet is definitely a pink color. It doesn't really fit with this family right here too well. I think that it's a little too different. So I'm probably not going to use that one in my project tonight. I may not use the Marvelous either. And I could probably even come down here and go, all right, pink, grape, what is it called? The raspberry sorbet and then the Marvelous kind of go together. They are in that spectrum. Got some purples going on with it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Love that. So let me grab some supplies out. All right, I did a project not too long ago that was a planner project in which I took a cutting board and I cut it down. It was a cutting mat from Dollar Tree. I cut it down, I punched holes in it, I corner rounded it, and I made myself a dashboard. Well, I've done the same thing with a piece of acetate. So I have a dashboard. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let's do it like that so that maybe you can see it. So I have a little acetate piece that I have cut down, corner rounded, punched the holes in it so that it fits in my planner. And that is what I'm going to use to do this project tonight. So I'm going to take a fuzzing cloth. Now this is a microfiber cloth that is not from Couture. This one is one out of my stash. I am using it because it is more fuzzy than the one from Couture. I want a lot of fuzz for this because I'm using acetate. So I'm going to peel my carrier sheet away from my design. This design I used last week. We did just a really quick project with it just to kind of show the pink grapefruit off a little bit. And then I got asked questions about comparing the pink grapefruit, which is what brought us to tonight's live. So I'm going to fuzz this really, really well. I want it to just pick up a lot of fuzz so that it's easy to get off of this acetate. Okay, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to go over to the edge here. Let's see. I'm eyeballing it. I'm going to look on the back. Pretty straight. I don't have anything. Actually, I'm going to move it just a little bit because it's really, really close to the holes there. I don't mind it being close to the holes, but I don't want it to be in the holes where it's going to actually leave part of the S off. Oh yeah, that's much better. So looking at it from the back, got it. Okay, so I'm going to take my finger and just go over that design on the acetate. Just pushing it down so there's no air bubbles. I'm doing this really, really light. And there we have it. So my chalk paste is in horrible condition. I cannot even begin to fake that. I let them get way too dry, and so I came home today and I have been doing a little bit of chalk surgery, if you will, trying to bring some life back to some of my colors. We're going to have to give them a little stir again. I have done a lot with these today. I have chopped them up into little pieces. I have put water on them and let them sit. I use distilled water in my mister. I have microwaved. I have stirred and stirred and stirred some more, and stirred and stirred and stirred again. And some of them are in not great shape, but I'm going to use them. I think that I'm very impatient, but I think that there's going to be enough liquid there that I'll be able to use it. So let me grab out some mini squeegees over here. Okay, mini squeegees. I think that I'm going to go from pink to coral, to Couture coral. Let's see. Okay, so I was thinking each word would be a different color, but we're going to ombre it. And so instead of each word being a different color, it'll be a little off from that. A little bit goes a long way with this project. Okay. I just need a little bit of the guava. And pink grapefruit. This is such a pretty color. I really, really love it. And one more to pick up a little bit of the Couture coral that I want down here. Let's see. Where do I want to mix things up just a little bit more? I think I want some more of this guava down here mixed into the pink grapefruit. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, and I'm going to grab another squeegee and just kind of get the wet spots off the sides, because I don't want it to run. Everything is covered. And I'm going to take a cloth. I'm going to use a microfiber cloth. Let's see. Nope, I have my waxing rag off to the side. It's covered in chalk already. And I'm going to clean up the acetate where I got little bits of chalk on it. There we go. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Let's see how it looks. A little ombre. Looks like one of those might have been a little too wet, so we'll let it dry and I can clean it up afterwards. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put the white cloth behind it so we can see the color on this really, really well. Oh, I got it messy. Yep, messy crafter, that's me. Right? Oh, don't do that. Almost really got it messy. Okay, I can clean this up. I'm going to do it real quickly. Awesome. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring it up to the camera and put it at a little bit of an angle so we can see those colors. Oh, it's trying to have a glare on it. Let me just move some things out of the way. And we'll lay it like that. There we go. Hey there. Thank you for joining. I'm showing off colors. I love the new pink grapefruit. I just think it's so beautiful. So gorgeous. I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to clean up right here where it says where the over is, and it's got a little blob. Looks like that color might have been just a little bit too wet. As I said, I've been doing chalk surgery. It's involved chopping things up with my kitchen knife. It's involved water. It's involved the microwave, a ton of stirring. I have let my paste get really, really dry. Not a good idea. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Tip number, I don't know what number this will be. Tip number 574 from me over the course of all of the chalk lives I've been doing. If you're going to use the microwave, you want to do a couple of things. One, first, and probably most important, you want to make sure that you have your foil off of the edges of your chalk jars. I know that that's going to sound crazy to some people because the new ones don't really have foil on them, but the older versions had foil. And so, yeah, I had some sparks going in the microwave today. Not exactly my best moment. Another thing you want to do if you're using the microwave is only do a maximum of 10 seconds at a time, and only do it if you've got water in it. Now, I suggest you use distilled water. If you don't have distilled water, bottled water is a good alternative, but don't use your tap water because your tap water has things in it that can actually contaminate your paste and make things grow, and you don't want your paste to mold. So that's a little tip from me from my messiness today. But I had solid blocks of chalk And I worked on it for 45 minutes. I've got 7 colors here, and 5 of the 7 of them were solid when I got home from work. So I'm going to say that I did pretty good, because the raspberry is still really, really chunky. The Couture coral is still chunky, but it wasn't so much so that we couldn't use it. So I'm going to think that was pretty good. Yeah. So that is my project for tonight. Let's see. It's still drying over here. I want it to dry so that I can use my little Q-tip and clean it up, but I need it to dry on its own. I don't dare use the heat tool on it, or really even the blow dryer on a cool setting, because I think it would just be too much for the acetate. I don't know how the acetate would react. But I really want it to be dry so that I can clean that up and then show you guys what it's going to look like inside the planner. I love the colors. That just turned out so good. I'm going to put a little dab of water from my mister over here on my craft mat. I'm going to get my Q-tip wet. This is a pointed makeup Q-tip. And let's see. I'm going to turn this and come at it this way. Oh no. Let's see. Okay. I may have taken too much of it off. Let's see. No, that matches pretty good. All right, where else can I clean up? I see a little spot right here. A little tiny spot right there. And that looks like it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hope you love it. Hope it's inspired you guys to grab your projects, get something going, create something beautiful in your life, whether it's a piece of art or a dinner for your family, or something beautiful that you write to yourself in your journal. Create something today and make your day as good as it possibly can. I'm going to wrap things up. I will be back next Wednesday at 6:30 Central Time right here. If you're watching me on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below and then go over and click the little bell. That's going to let you know each time that I upload new videos, and I would love to have you come along for the fun. Remember, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and happy crafting.